to us that way.
Now, does there come a point in time when you actually get too much activity in the district? I mean,
yes.
I mean, because I know that's also a concern that residents have, too, because
very much so. Yeah, you don't want too much, and that's, you know, especially with like the Music and Mirrors, we've really, you know, we looked at, you know, who is being booked and being conscious of that. When we did our own LED, we did an, you know, Party in the Park, Oktoberfest. We're very conscious of who we booked, and, you know, and that's the one thing about here, you know, the residents aren't shy. You know, you will hear from them, because there are a lot of residents in this area, and they're very involved. Just look at Mears Park, you know, the Friends of Mears. That's who takes care of the park. I mean, that's impressive. That's all the residents in the area getting together, making sure that this park, you know, spending the extra time to make it sure it's just that much better than a lot of other places that you see. And they're really, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I mean, I don't think, you know, it's interesting. We compare the sort of warehouse district in Minneapolis, and the look and feel. That's not a place where people live, it seems to me.
No, it's not. I mean, there's a lot going on there, but there's not a lot of residential. Where here, there is a lot of the residential,
and that also affects the quality of the entertainment that occurs.
Yes, absolutely. And
right. I mean, in terms of noise, traffic, people in the streets, enjoying themselves.
Yeah. And we've been very conscious of that, because you have to be, because, you know, and we've said this, you know, if you talk to Matt, the owner of the Bulldog, he said, I signed an 18-year lease. I plan on being here a long time. So all these decisions that we're doing are for the long term. You know, we didn't get involved with Jazz Fest or start Lowertown Entertainment District so we'd have a good year this year. We did it so that down the road we could continue to do these events, continue to bring people to Lowertown, let people know that, yeah, there's all this stuff going on that you can come for, and we're here year round. And that's actually moving ahead. One of the plans is that we're going to have, even if it's not a huge event, just something once a month. And just remind people, you know, on Thanksgiving, maybe we'll have a special deal where you can go around. We just did the booze crawl on Halloween. That was crazy. That brought just a ton of people to the area. Just once a month trying to do something to remind people, Lowertown is here. There's a ton for you to do. Look at all these places just with the restaurants and bars. You can come down and spend a night, you know, and then hopefully the other stuff will follow along as well.
One of the sort of the big champions for the entire concept has been Joe Spencer in the mayor's office.
Yeah, absolutely.
What kind of role has Joe played with this?
You know, they've been very supportive. Them, the chamber, everyone's like, you know, we'll do all. What can we do for you? You know, what can you help? And they've been very thankful that, you know, that us as business owners and operators have just kind of taken it upon ourselves to go, okay, this is our area. Let's take care of it. Let's bring people in. You know, so they're very open to any ideas. And, you know, willing to help. You know, we're trying to move ahead to continue to keep Jazz Fest in Mears Park, to keep Concrete and Grass in Mears Park. You know, some of these events have moved around a little bit. We're looking to try and bring the Deep Blues Festival and have it be in Lowertown and Mears Park.
So rather than have it like on Raspberry Island, which is a beautiful, beautiful park, but there's not much to do there.
It is. It's very, and that's the thing with Mears Park.
It's very isolated,
right in the middle of everything. So it really, and it really benefits. You know, it benefits each one of the bars and restaurants as well, because you have these events in the park. Well, the park closes up by 10 p.m. and that's perfect. That's great. As bars and restaurants, that works out great, because then you're in the area. There's all these people that have come down. Worst case scenario, they come in and check your place out where maybe they wouldn't have before. So it's created a ton of extra traffic for us.
So one of the other, I guess, one of the other desires for each of the businesses, I would imagine, would be that if there's a new cycle of building that occurs, that you guys are hooking in with more residential development in the area. Because I know there's been discussions of, say, for example, people up at the Penfield development, which is kind of up. Actually, it's not. It's outside of Lowertown, strictly speaking, but it's kind of like the northern end of downtown.
Yep. And that's actually something we just started talking about. You know, our main focus was, and our focus with the Lowertown Entertainment District was not to necessarily bring people to the Bulldog or bring people to Trattoria, but just to bring people to the area and let them know they're here. And we really started from, you know, Mears Park and worked our way out. You know, started with the residents, let everybody know. Now we did these events so that everybody coming into Lowertown can find out about it with you know, the big events we did. And now moving ahead, we want to get to these, you know, neighboring areas that, okay, maybe they don't realize how close all this stuff is to them, and start pulling people, you know, and kind of expanding our circle a little bit of people who know about what Lowertown is and what we have to offer.
And do you guys end up acting as sort of references for businesses that are sniffing about looking at trying to get in on the action?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's you'll always hear about, you know, different places coming in looking, and they'll always stop in and talk. And we're more than open to talk to anyone. You know, someone like Pete from Town Hall Brewery, known him for a while, and, you know, and he was looking around. There's been a lot of different people looking at spaces, and we try and tell them, you know, it's a great area. It really is, and we want it to build. You know, the more people that come into this area, it's only going to help us. It's just going to help every single business around there and make us stronger.
So remind people the names of the participants in the entertainment district.
Absolutely. Here. It's the Black Dog, or the Black Dog Cafe, Bulldog Lowertown, Barrio, Trattoria Da Vinci, Senior Wong, Hat Trick Lounge, Station 4, and Rumors and Innuendo.
So it's like a big,
yeah,
so
exactly.
I
have to do that to make sure I get everybody. It's like yes.
It's a big C that starts up at near the top of Mears Park, goes around, and then takes 4th Street
all the way down
to the farmers market.
Yep.
So just think about it as a big C.
Yep.
Okay. And for people who want to get more information about Lowertown Entertainment District, they should go to your website, which is lowertowned.com.
Correct.
You'll have information about events, activities that are going on, and actually probably also some ways that people can get involved in helping out with sort of marketing and promoting the area. Yeah,
we've actually, and that's one of the things, is that website really directs you to what's going on in Lowertown, but also directs you to each, we all have links to our own websites, because that's the biggest thing. Lowertown is kind of all of us working together, whereas we're still very much operating our own businesses. It's trying to find a way to show that there's a ton going on. Come on down. There's plenty to do.
There's room enough to grow.
There is.
Marc Dickhut, thank you for joining us on this edition of the St.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Marc Dickhut is the district manager with the Lowertown Bulldog operation, the Bulldog Lowertown and Uptown,
correct,
I should mention.
Yep.
And again, for more information about what Lowertown Entertainment District is doing, go to their website, lowertowned.com. That's it for this edition of the St. Paul Forum. For everyone here at SPNN, I'm Mike Wassenaar. Thanks for watching.